Hey guys, this is the Great Lugia here. Welcome to Pokemon Silver version to go through part 23. And in this part we'll just be finishing up Union Cave, just surfing down here, and oh yeah, that was the area from last episode, just making sure. The area with nothing in it, of course, and early on, Repel wears off, how annoying, and Misclick even more annoying, and just searching for Repels, and there I go. Okay then. Alright, Hyper Potion. That's alright, I guess. So yeah, here's a trainer, and this may be another trainer in this part of Union Cave a lot of people might find familiar. There was the girl with the Eevee and its 3 Kanto evolutions, and then there's this guy. He has all of the Kanto starters! Hooray! I love this kind of trainer, like the kind of trainer that's just like pure nostalgia, because all of his Pokemon are just like the starters of the original games. I mean, it's just awesome, and look at Charmander's grin, it's so cute. Not as cute as Cyndaquil, mind you, but still very, very cute and awesome. So yeah, I'm just mud-slapping it, and now I'm just gonna go for Shadow Ball after it uses Ember, despite it just having used Leeraton. But whatever. The Charmander should die, unfortunately. I say unfortunately because Charmander are awesome. And his next Pokemon is a Squirtle! Odd story, when I got, Pokemon Red, my first video game for my 6th birthday, I wanted to choose Charmander. But I knew Brock was the first gym leader and Misty was the second, so I knew that if I chose Charmander I'd have a really hard time, and considering I'm 6, I wasn't too confident. But I didn't want to use Bulbasaur, who would, like, sweep both of them, so I decided to just go for Squirtle as my first starter. I did eventually choose Charmander, though, after restarting a few times, either that or on Blue. Anyways, Fluffy just Thunder Punches the Squirtle and it goes down, and his final Pokemon is Bulbasaur! Wow, I bet in the recording that sounded really odd. Well, not the recording, though, whatever you want to call it. Anyways, Tauros just uses Strength, and it's a very solid 2 with KO. But, of course, it Poison Powders. Just great. Yes. Anyways, Horn Attack kills the Bulbasaur, and Tauros doesn't quite level up, unfortunately. So now I'm just gonna go ahead, and I know I have some antidotes, so I'm gonna go ahead and use one. Also, Poison Cure Berries. So yeah, Tauros got cured of its poison, and now I'm just walking here. Just gonna go for Surf, and head back over here, and the last trainer is down here. I know there are 2 trainers in another part of Union Cave that lead to the Ruins of Elf, but I don't really feel like doing that right now, because it would just lead to a lot more backtracking and, like, going everywhere. It might take a ton of time. I might do that along with some other side quests once I get Fly. I'm not too sure. Maybe to give something to do between Cianwood Gym and Olivine Gym, because you can do Olivine Gym immediately after being the Cianwood Gym, or immediately after reaching Cianwood. And seeing as Jasmine's gym doesn't even have any trainers or a puzzle, it would be kind of close to each other. So I'd rather have something to do in between. Still not sure though, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Anyways, this Poliwhirl's just rain dancing, and I'm gonna finish it off with a Quick Attack. And Tauros should hopefully level up now. Will it? Oh yeah! I led with Eevee, of course it won't. I are totally smart. Anyways, back in a sec. But first, I am just switching to Fluffy. And back in a second. Alright, I just went ahead and saved off screen in case something happened. Hopefully it won't. And anyways, here is Lapras. Anyways, yeah, Lapras. With its cool silver sprite. Anyways, I'm just going to go for Fluffy. I'm going to do like a standard formula. Just go for Thunder Wave first. And it uses Mist, which won't matter at all. I'm not going to flash you or Mud Slap you, Lapras. Anyways, one thing to know about this Lapras, basically, again, I came here because I want to do it eventually, because it's kind of like a legendary, kind of not. And Parahack's nice. And I also figure it will be much better for Surf and for fodder than a level 6 Quillfish, so I figure I might as well play it on my team for now. Anyways, I'm just gonna have Spearow use Pack, and yeah, doesn't do a whole lot, and I decide to be risky and go for another Peck. And yeah, it goes for Body Slam, and it obviously kills that Spearow. So yeah, Spearow goes down, and I don't care at all, and now I'm just gonna go back into Fluffy. Alright, let's see. Great Ball! Go! And yeah, I bought a ton of Great Balls off screen. Oh! Nice, first try. I think that's the first time a Pokemon I wanted actually went in the ball the first try. Aside from maybe that Snubble. No, I would not like to give it a nickname. Anyways, I'm just making sure there's nothing else here. Alright guys, back in a second. Alright guys, I withdrew Lapras off screen, and right now I'm just gonna go ahead and teach it Surf. Because, yeah, I need someone to use Surf, and I don't think I want to teach it to Tauros. Granted, that would be pretty amusing. Just gonna get rid of Growl or whatever. So yeah, Lapras learns Surf. Anyways, walking. And you may be wondering why I'm here. Well, there's a reason. And that's the fat guy. He's the reason. This guy will give you Mystic Water, and you may think, well, you don't have a water Pokemon on my team. Or I don't have a water Pokemon on my team. Well, you know how I said I wouldn't be using Lapras on my team? I lied! And that wasn't me changing my mind either. I just blatantly lied. Aren't I so delightful? So yeah, welcome our 5th team member, Lapras. And trust me when I say we won't be getting our final team member for quite some time. Alright, back, and apparently we're going from one fat guy to another. Basically, here's the guy you give that weird Spearow to, and basically you give it to him, and it has the mail, talks about Dark Cave, and he will give you TM50, which is Nightmare. I'm not sure if this is the same guy as the one in Viridian in Red, Blue, and Yellow. You know that guy outside of a small pond, the real fat guy outside of the pond who gives you Nightmare, I don't know. Anyways, we are back again. Yeah, basically, in case you haven't noticed, the entire second half of this episode's just, like, doing random stuff. I didn't want to, like, do the lighthouse yet, so I figured I'd get all this random stuff out of the way. And seeing as I'm recording this part on Sunday, I recorded the other part on Friday, this is on Sunday, there will be a second person on the 5th floor of Goldenrod. And basically, if the Pokemon at the front of your party is real, good friendly with you or whatever, real good friendly, yeah, she'll give you return. And if the Pokemon at the front isn't very friendly with you, then she'll give you frustration. I will be teaching return to Tauros eventually, because once Tauros reaches really high happiness, it'll do a lot more than strength. Anyways, be right back. Anyways, I'm just doing something I should have done a long time ago. First off, woman, give me my money back. You suck. Period. Alright, got all my money back, and second off, check to make sure I got all my money back. Alright, yeah, I did. Anyways, third off, stop calling me! You're just plain annoying. Anyways, guys, the end.